Beauty-Nistas, this is Shirley, SuperHipMama, and it's been a while since I've made a video, and there's very good reason. If you notice in the background behind me, my bookshelves are empty, and that's because we're in the process of moving from where we are to a different location, pretty much to a larger space, because we're growing out here. Anyway, and because of that, I will be super busy for a while and might not be able to make as many videos as I would like. So that's why today I would like to share with you some of my thoughts about some brushes. And if you have seen my very first video, I am passionate about my brushes. And so let's get started. The brushes that I like to kind of review or share my thoughts with you are the Sedona lace brushes, and it comes in these. The price is amazing. It's pretty much $50, 50 plus including shipping and handling, and there might be some coupons out there that you want to take a look and see if you could find coupons, but I would say for $50 for 4 brushes, and you know, it's definitely worth it. My honest opinion is this: when I first got them, obviously I washed them and it took a long time for them to dry. Granted, they're synthetic brushes, and which is why it kind of caught my attention, because I like the versatility of a synthetic brush. I could either use powder or liquid or cream. Unlike, you know, real hair brushes, you could pretty much only use powder products. And so after receiving them, I washed them, and it took more than a day to have them fully dry. And I think it's because the brush here, as you can tell, is very dense. This is one of them. This is like their little kabuki brush. See how dense this is? Really dense. And this is like the flat top kabuki brush. Again, look, it's really, really dense. And this is like the angled brush here, and it's very dense as well. And after the wash, I still find that it has some lingering scent to it, like, I don't know, kind of like a chemical scent. So I washed it again second time, and the scent or the smell of those brushes decreased quite a bit. But even to today, when I use it, I would still kind of pick up some scent, or some of the smell that's from the brush. It's not very put off. Like if it's, you know, if it's something that's very disgusting, obviously I won't be using it. But I think it's because of the synthetic brush, and that's why you have that scent. So that's the one downside of this brush. And again, like I said, my honest opinion is this: in the beginning, I wasn't very thrilled with it. Even though it's a very dense brush, I find that I don't really have much control, because look, it's not stiff enough. But I have to say this, it's very soft though. Like, it's very, very soft, and it doesn't scratch your face like some of the brushes that I've been, you know, using in the past. And it has not shed on me, although some of the bristles is a little bit like unevenly cut. That's the only thing I don't really like. But other than that, the size of the handle is great. I don't really like long handles because I find that I don't have much control over my brush strokes. So that's like one of the good thing about it, is that the length of the handle is just nice for me. Then, as you know, and I bought these brushes like about a month ago, so it took me a while, because I didn't want to use like a week or two and then kind of form my opinion, because after a month of using them, I really began to like them very much. And let me tell you why. First of all, the kabuki brush, it's very soft. All of these 4 brushes are super soft on your face. I would say it's comparable to the Real Technique brush, which is still by far my favorite set of brushes. And for this kabuki brush, I like to use it to apply like my pressed powder, you know, when I'm setting my concealer, or if I just want a very loose coverage, like a very sheer coverage, I would use this on my mineral foundation, or any kind of pressed powdered foundation like from MAC. I would use this brush. It gives me a very quick sweep because it is a big brush. So, you know, it allows me to put on my powder foundation really, really fast. And also because it gives you a sheer coverage, so when I'm setting my concealer, it actually is a perfect brush to pick up just the right amount of powder to set my concealer. So I really like this brush. Then moving on to the flat top kabuki brush. I used this once with liquid foundation, and then I tried it with mineral foundation, and for my personal preference, I prefer using this for mineral foundation or any kind of powder foundation. This gives me a fuller coverage. So the small kabuki brush gives me a much sheerer coverage. This gives me a much fuller coverage, kind of like a medium coverage because of how small the brush head is. And like I said, it's very dense, so it will pick up. But I also have been experimenting with stippling with this brush, and it's amazing. Because I am beginning to have a lot more fine lines under my eyes, so sometimes when I put on a very thin coat of concealer, I will use this brush to stipple around it, and it really helps. So like I said, I'm glad I used for like over a month, because in the beginning I wasn't thrilled with it, but they're definitely growing on me, so I'm beginning to like them. And then of course the angled brush right here. I use this to, you know, either place my contouring powder or my blush, you know, just exactly where I want. Sometimes what I would do is, I don't know if you remember in one of my videos, I actually have a very unique looking brush from Sonia Kashak. It's actually a sculpting brush, and sometimes I would place product with that sculpting brush, and I would use this to blend it out, to smooth it and blend it so I don't have a harsh, you know, contouring product right there. So this is good. This is also good for blush as well. And the last one is this round headed brush. It's round, it's not flat like the flat top here, you can tell. And this one, I'm actually also using this to put on like my BB cream. You know, again, it's very sheer coverage, and of course if I were to use this on my powder foundation, it will give me a much more of a medium coverage rather than a sheer coverage. But if I were to use this to blend out my liquid product on my face, like, you know, either my BB cream or my liquid foundation, this is actually a very good brush, and also helps to blend out my concealer really well. And if I want any area to really concentrate on, I would use this brush, pick up the product and stipple it in. So the usage of this brush and the flat top is pretty similar. I also use this to blend out my contouring powder too, if I don't have my angle brush with me. So like I said, I'm glad I used it for over a month, because my opinion of these 4 brushes have definitely changed since the first 2 weeks of receiving it. I'm really liking it. Like I said, handle is perfect length for me. I have better control over how I apply my powder, my foundation, my blush, my contouring bronzer, or just bronzer on the whole. So really liking these brushes. And like I said, $50 for 4 brushes, can't beat that. So that's my opinion about these Sedona lace brushes. I bought these brushes with my own resources. This is not a sponsored video, and all my opinion are my own, not influenced by anybody else. So I hope you enjoyed this slight review, and like I said, I'm sharing my thoughts about this. For someone who's starting out building your kit or your brushes for your own application, this is a good set to invest in. Definitely recommend this. And of course, like I said, my present day, ultimate favorite brush are the Real Technique brushes. I mean, those price-wise, you can't beat them. Quality is awesome. And also the application is just amazing. So thus far to date, Real Technique and Sedona Lace are the 2 brushes that I use on a daily basis. So hope you enjoyed that, and thank you so much for stopping by my channel and watching this video. I hope to be able to make more videos, but like I said, we're in the middle of a move and I'm packing and everything, so I can't guarantee, but I would definitely not want to lose touch with all of you. So hang in there, wait for me please, and I'll be back soon. So, and if you have any questions, please write me questions, comments, and if you don't want to miss any future videos from me, remember to subscribe and like this video as well. Thank you very much, Beauty-Nistas, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye now.